rolling? Okay. My name is Dick Haskell. I am the program manager for the city's new road program. I work for the engineering firm WGI, retained for this purpose to manage the entire program. Tonight, obviously, you know, we're in District 2, and this is year 4, the final year of the program. What we're going to do this evening is, I'm going to turn this over to Rebecca, and she is going to take you through a basic description of what we're planning to do, the various streets. The plans are about 50–60% done, which is where we like to have them for these meetings so that we can give the residents an idea of what they're planning to, what they're going to be looking at. But we also want to get feedback from the residents, all of you, as to any issues that they may have on their streets that we may not be aware of, because obviously we're not the ones that are out there. You live there on the street, so you see every day if you have a traffic speeding issue, or if you have a flooding or ponding issue, or those types of things. And we do have, we don't have, okay.
No, we have a voting board, yeah. It's right there, we just didn't.
No, I was thinking about a comment sheet. But what you can do on your agenda there, on the bottom, there's a website and a hotline on the other side. The website is the program website. It's liquidroads.com. You can go to that website. You will also find the hotline there as well. And you can send us an email with any, and most people use that when we're under construction, so they're trying to communicate with us, the contractor. But even so, right now, with these projects just being halfway designed, probably not going to start construction until January, February next year. If things come up, if you want to give us some suggestions about issues that are in your neighborhood or anything that you see tonight, you can write an email there, or you can leave a message on the hotline. Nobody's going to pick up the hotline, but what happens is the emails and the messages, usually the next day, are forwarded to my inbox here in Lakewood, so I can factor those into the design as best we can. Any of your comments. If there are issues with your property that you're afraid that the construction is going to have some negative impact on it, you can identify that for us, and we'll see what we can work around that so that doesn't happen. So I'm going to let Rebecca take over, and Courtney, and give you just a brief presentation, and then we'll be happy to answer any questions you may have. Is there any point in doing it tonight?
Well, I can just kind of quickly go through the different streets and we'll.
No, I mean
The sticker board?
yeah.
Well, we'll show it to you and
You can give us
see
your
what
votes.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll let Rebecca have this one.
So as Richard mentioned, we've got a number of different streets in this. They're not really grouped together in any specific reason. It's just funding organizations, funding organized it for various years. So the city kind of distributed the money by year. And these are just some of the roads that ended up being in your 4th year. So, first street that we're going to reconstruct is 4th Avenue North between G and H. And then we're going to reconstruct H Street between, where's my notes here? Is that H Street, so that's on there, on the list. So we're reconstructing that between 2nd Avenue North and 5th Avenue North. Then there's an alley between Federal and H behind the buildings. Some of it's paved, some of it's not. We're going to replace the water main in that alley. We're also going to be replacing North G Street between 3rd and 2nd, and then reconstructing or milling and overlaying. So grinding up the asphalt and laying new asphalt on the road from 2nd down to Lucerne. So that's kind of in front of like the sheriff's office is right there, I think. So in all these projects that we're talking about, we're going to either reconstruct, like completely rebuild the road, or we're just going to mill off the asphalt and lay new asphalt. But we're also always gonna be looking at if there's broken curb, sidewalk, driveway aprons, those will all get replaced with new. We're gonna replace all the stripes on the street and any of the signs, traffic signs. And then also on East Coast Avenue between 24th and 22nd, we're gonna mill that off and replace the asphalt. And also on East Coast between 21st down to the dead end. I don't know if you're familiar with some of these neighborhoods. Again, sidewalk, curb, signs, that kind of thing. And then on G Street up at 10th Avenue North, we're gonna reconstruct a little bit of G Street as it comes off 10th Avenue North, and then we're gonna mill and overlay the rest of G down to 9th, and then 9th between G and H. Yeah, G and H. And then 6th Avenue North, we're gonna mill and overlay between G and H as well. And saving the best for last, your area. So we're gonna be doing new water main and milling and overlaying curb, sidewalk, signs and marking on 13th between A and the noise wall, and then on 11th. So we'll be, as I showed in front of your house, we're not gonna do anything with the sidewalk, that's in good shape. Your driveway apron is fine. I don't think we have, might have a little bit of curb repair. But we'll be milling that road off after and putting the water main down in the street itself. And then we'll be putting a new water service to your house and then bringing the water service around from the back and to the front. So we're anticipating that the plans will be completed probably after the first of the year. Was that first of the year? No, bidding done the first of the year. So the city will go out for bids, to get bids from construction contractors to build. So like around through the holidays, we'll be bidding to get bids before the early 2020. And then probably around February, March, they'll start construction. That doesn't mean that they're gonna start on your street.
Yeah.
We're not gonna allow the contractor to just tear every street up and just do the whole thing at once. He'll have to have a schedule which will be approved. So he'll be required to move through the project and have the disruption as little as possible. And when he is working on your street, you'll be getting a notice, probably a door hanger, kind of a notice, or maybe the week before to tell you that they're gonna be coming on your street. When they do the water main transfer from the back to the front, that'll take like maybe a day. So they'll have to tell you that, you're gonna have no water for a couple hours. They'll coordinate all that. They'll coordinate the mail being able to come get to your mailbox, the garbage truck being able to pick up the garbage. At the end of the night, at the end of the day, they'll cover any kind of trenches over, so it won't be like big gaping holes in the street where you can't get in. So you'll be able to get into your driveway. It might be like a shell rock or something for a couple weeks or something, but primarily it's going to be accessible for you to get in and out of your house.
So they're not gonna tear away the street, that street, or they're gonna just leave it the way it is now?
No, they'll be replacing the street.
Okay.
Yeah, so that'll be torn up, but, when they're gonna do the water main, it's gonna be on the south side of the street. and they'll run a trench down there, and then they'll have flagged, and allow the cars to drive around that, and then when they're done doing that, and they're ready to
Do the other
pave,
side.
they'll do the other side, and they'll turn, direct you around there, so.
So this project for one street, it could take like a week or more than that.
It'll take probably a couple weeks just to do the water main. Because they have to put the water main in, and they usually lay about, 100 feet a day of water main pipe. So they gotta lay all the water main pipe, bury that, and then they have to pressure test it, and then they do a chlorination test on it. So that takes another couple weeks or so, and then they'll be doing the road after that. So the fact that you have a water main on your street is gonna mean a little bit longer than if they were just gonna mill and come back and overlay it. So I would say you're probably looking at, probably at least a month. But like I said, it won't be
Yeah.
gaping hole in your street, it'll be just disruption, but they'll try and manage it as much as they can, so you're not inconvenienced too much.
And then the water, and we only gonna be, we have to boil our water before we use it, or it's not gonna be the problem using the water while you guys are making those changes?
When they're putting the water main in and testing it, you'll still be on your existing
Existing water.
water service, and then when they switch you over, do they do a boil water? I don't think they do, no, so.
No.
and
No, you'll stay on the existing water main until they have the new water main installed, pressure tested, it's cleared by the health department. And what you'll see when they put the water main in, if they go down the street, you'll see them putting services out. It's like that lot lines, the property lines on the street, you'll see pieces of blue plastic pipe sticking up. That's where the services will end up. So when the water main is cleared for connection, in other words, it's bacteriologically cleared, so it's safe to drink. That's where the contractors will be working with the individual residents to relocate. Actually, what they'll do is they'll drill, directional drill a service line from the new location, from the front yard of the street, to the existing location back. And they'll do all that, and then what they'll do, it normally takes maybe a couple hours. They will be without water, what they'll do is they'll disconnect you from the back line, they'll take the meter from the back and move it to the front, and then they'll tie the line in and connect it back to your service point. So however long that takes, but you don't need to worry about, when the new connection is made, the water will still be sitting under, stay under a level. Unless the contractor breaks it.
No, and then when she was asking about the pressure and the flow volume will be much improved.
Yeah.
Going from a 2-inch to a
That's
6-inch
a lot of the
line.
object of the exercise in terms of the water main upgrades that are being done in concert with local. The city's taking advantage of the program to have their, implement all of their capital upgrade projects on the streets where they've identified needs for upgrading 4-inch lines to 6-inch lines or whatever. To provide better fire protection, better water pressure, because those other pipes are just all rusted inside, the diameter of them. So yeah, you should notice a significant difference.
She's on a 2-inch now.
You're on 2-inch, oh my God, you're gonna.
Yeah. I can feel it.
Yep. 2 inches, 6 inches.
You'll turn the water on, it'll go
I know.
compared to
right?
what you got now.
Once you reconnect it, turn the faucet slowly.
So you get used to it. No, we're exaggerating. But it will be much improved, yes.
That's
Yeah,
good.
it will.
So
Any other questions?
it's not doing the probably, but you the city, you probably know, are they gonna do the same thing with the electricity? Try to put it underground?
I'm sorry.
The
Are they-
electricity,
Oh, short answer is no.
oh no?
To underground the electric system?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That is an extremely expensive endeavor. They're doing that up in Palm Beach. I think they started last year. they're gonna underground the distribution system throughout the island. And it's millions and millions and millions of dollars. That obviously is passed along to the residents and taxpayers.
Yeah, but not too far from us, the new construction, they're doing it under the ground.
Yeah,
Well,
if they're building something new, then.
Yeah, if
then
it's
they
a new
can underground.
subdivision, like the one that's going in back up behind,
Lake Cove?
yeah, Lake Cove up there.
Yeah,
That's a new subdivision, so yes, they will be undergrounding it, they have to, by code. For something new like that, they have to underground all of the distribution lines. So they'll have the green looking transformer boxes sitting on the ground, and there won't be any, well, there'll be probably street lights, but there won't be any, you know, of the multiple line telephone poles like you see in the alleys around town.
okay,
But is the city gonna retrofit and put everything underground? I doubt it.
no.
Not in my lifetime.
Yeah, none of the road program bond money is going to pay for anything with
Right.
the electric
Right.
system, so that's not what this is earmarked for.
Yeah, the bond money is exclusively dedicated towards the streets, sidewalks, curbs, that type of thing. When we're putting water mains in, the water utilities pays for that. If we're putting storm drainage in, the stormwater utility will pay for that. So the bond money, which it has to by bond covenants and referendum, is exclusively used to pay for the roadway improvements. So, as Rebecca was saying, he's pushing the date back on me. The year 4 projects, we tried to have them designed and permitted and contracts awarded by the first of the year shortly thereafter, because we like to try and get to construction in January, February. It just depends on, in this particular case, it may take a little longer because we're going to bid this project. So we have a list of 5 contractors that had their contracts awarded at the beginning of the program, back in early 2017, competitively bid, and they were awarded contracts, what we call push button contracts. And the contracts have a laundry list of items that are typical road construction items. So when we have projects, as we do right now actually in District 3, where there's little or no underground utility work, we will just go ahead and plug the quantities we get from the engineer into that schedule for all 5 of those contractors. We'll see what comes out lowest, and just award them the contract that way, because their contract is already bid. But when there's a lot of underground utilities and water as there is here, then we go out for a competitive bid, which usually takes 2.5 months from the time it's advertised until the time we get to commissioning it.
So that's just tacking 2 or 3 months onto this, the schedule for this, but.
I thought you guys were already had a bid done and somebody already
That's,
ready to start the
right,
work.
that's how it is if it's just road improvements. But because we've got the water main, so much water main on here,
So we have to go get,
Yeah,
Right.
this is actually, next year is the last year of the program. It's a 4-year bond program, next year's year 4. And we've only got 2 bid projects next year, actually. This is one of them. And there's another one down in District 1 in the southwest corner of the city, which is a fairly large project, has a lot of water mains on it. So that one will have to be bid as well. There are no projects left in District 4 after this year, in the southeast corner. There are 2 projects we're going to be doing in District 3, northeast quadrant, but they're exclusively roadway projects. So they're scattered out all over the district, so we picked a convenient divide point. We're going to give those to 2 separate push button contractors, so we get it done faster.
when you guys bid, do you bid just in Florida or everywhere in the national? Or just in Florida?
Generally speaking, it's bid in the local newspapers, and there are online services that post the bids. We typically will get local or regional contractors, depending on the size of the project. Rarely, unless it's a specialized type of work, will we get anybody out of the area or out of the state. It's just not cost effective for an organized concern.
The bid advertisement goes out to whoever wants to
Yeah.
look for
Yeah.
it. It's
I
not,
mean, it's publicly
it's not
advertised.
restricted, but as Richard said, you'd have, if you were a Texas contractor, you'd have to put all your guys up in a hotel
Hotel,
and
yeah.
come and move,
May not
work
be-
here.
By the
Doesn't
time
make
they
any
factor
sense.
all those costs into their
Yeah.
bid, there's no way they can move
Yeah,
it
it doesn't
anyway.
move all the equipment.
In the old days, before the internet, everything, I'm dating myself, I know. Everything used to be posted in the local newspaper, like the Harwich Post. So it really didn't reach, I mean, it was posted, in various places in the city, usually City Hall, or in the newspaper it ran. So it really didn't reach a industrial audience, if you will, much outside the area. And it's still posted in the local, I mean, the city posts it on their website. I don't even know if they take out newspaper advertisements anymore, because they post them on these posting services that anybody, anywhere can get on.
Yeah, I can see it.
And look at what's out there, if they want to have an opportunity to do it.
Oh, well, we didn't talk about the traffic calming things.
Yeah, let's talk about that. You live on,
She's on a dead end,
oh,
so
so you're
I
on
don't
Dead
know.
End Street, Dead End
She's-
Street, so you probably don't have any
I don't have that
traffic.
much traffic.
Yeah, so some of the other streets, like some of the north-south streets, the letter streets, they have a lot of problems with speeding, and some of the other projects that we've done, previous years, we've done traffic calming where you might see like those
The bulb.
bulb outs with the landscaping or paver brick or whatever, or we'll do striping at the intersections and bike lane kind of things.
Yeah.
So,
Street signage or pedestrian circulation, crosswalks, things like that. What we do is we develop this board, and we play with it from year to year. And at the end of the meeting, we usually ask the residents to come up, and we give them little dots. And we ask them to put the dots on anything up here that is the highest priority for them. And that gives us an idea of, generically, from a perspective of the individual sector or neighborhood, gives us a better idea of what the residents perceive are the issues. And so we will investigate them, and we will confirm that they're actual issues, and then we'll try and see what we can do with the design of the roadway to alleviate those issues. Whether it's speeding, we can use speed humps or roundabouts or whatever the individual problem is. Sidewalks for pedestrian circulation, we try and put sidewalks continuously at least one side of the street anyway. Especially if there's existing sidewalks, we may fill in any gaps, or if there is a continuous sidewalk. And, it's generally in good shape, we'll go out, we'll inspect it and see if there are any areas that need to be replaced, we'll do some other replacements if we need to.
so I think 11th has sidewalk on both sides of the street. So 13th does not have any, so we're going to put sidewalk on the south side of 13th. So on.
Because they're not here tonight to tell us they don't want any.
They won. So in this project, we're doing sidewalks, we're doing crosswalks at the intersections, and we're doing traffic signage. So that's already in everybody's
Yeah, we'll get your signage.
street. Speed humps is more of a, what does everybody think about it? With your street being a dead end, we wouldn't really propose a speed hump, but, we were hoping some people from G&H
Yeah.
might come and have a preference for that. And then the no parking striping at the intersections, what we were hearing at some other meetings was that, like on E and F, people couldn't see the cross traffic because people were parked right up at the intersection, so you get up to the intersection and you couldn't see if someone was coming or not. So we're striping out an area that
That's like
prevents
20 feet
people
from the
from.
intersection.
Yeah,
Where you're not legally supposed to park anyway because of that, because of the site those areas will get striped out with the project. Or in some cases, again, where the traffic calming issues are significant, instead of striping out, sometimes we'll put bump outs there with curbing, so that it does a couple of things. It tends to slow people down. It's kind of a psychological thing when you're driving and the road starts to get close on you, you kind of automatically try, you want to slow down. But it also has the effect of protecting the parking areas as well for traffic going through the lanes. Again, that's probably not going to be an issue on your street.
It's not gonna be an issue, but I hope it's not gonna be an issue on street, A Street.
Yeah, we have heard some complaints about A and the number of areas of A. We're not doing any improvements on A with this project.
Yeah, A Street by and large is not, it's not in bad enough shape to have made the cut for this program. As we do projects in the district too around A Street, if we've got water main connections, we'll probably have to do some patches and some resurfacing or some sidewalk replacement, things like that. But by and large, we're not really doing anything significant on A Street.
Any plans on A Street?
This is Jamie Brown, by the way.
Public Works
He's
Director.
the city's public services director.
Public service.
He is the man with a plan.
No.
So, any other questions? Concerns? Okay. Again, feel free to use that website or that hotline number.
Whatever they
Tell your
say.
neighbors at the same time that, we would have loved for them to be able to come to the meeting, but if they do have concerns, please pass that information on to them.
And there'll be another notice of meeting when getting ready to start construction, so.
Well, you won't have another meeting, but you will
Well,
be.
their notice of starting.
Yeah, the
Okay.
contractor will send out, he has pre-prepared notices, notifications that we've given them. And they will send those out on a couple of different levels. So when they're getting ready to commence construction in a particular area, they're gonna send that out and give you not specific dates, but a timeframe of when they're planning to do the work in there. And when it gets within 24 to 48 hours of them showing up and actually doing the work, they're gonna give you another one that says, we're gonna be here in 24, specific dates. It'll still be a time frame. It'll be a shorter time frame because depending on the time of year, if it's like right now, we're getting to the rainy season, so they can't, if it's raining, they can't work. They can't build roads in the rain and things like that. So a lot of things can affect their schedule. If equipment breaks down, if they are having problems, if they run into something that was unanticipated, either on another segment in their project in the city, or because they're not exclusively working in Lake Worth, so they may have an issue on another project somewhere else that they're working on that is tying a crew up. So there are a number of things that can disrupt their schedule.
I forgot to ask, is all the houses gonna have new water system? All of them?
All the,
Except
on your
the two
street,
new ones.
on your street, we're gonna run new water service to all the houses. They might already have a water meter out front, we'll just reconnect to that. And if they don't have the water meter out front, then we'll be putting a new one. So yeah, that whole street will be all connected to the new water meter.
So everybody gonna be fed.
And the other notice you'll get is when they're gonna hook your water to the new one. So you'll get another one. So how many is that? She'll
Well,
get.
it's
she'll
a
get
lot of
them.
paper, it's a lot of flyers, but it's important that we
Yeah.
stress with the contractors that they communicate with the residents.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Because
Because I need to
they're
know.
right there in your face. I mean, they're.
Because when they come and start barking on my driveway, I don't remember I got a notice.
No, I don't think we would have noticed that, but,
Not for the initial survey or the ground investigations, in
Yeah.
terms of just the
And
non,
they could not even tell me what was happening, they told me they don't know.
well, they wouldn't. There are sub-consultants out there that are gaining information from the engineers to actually start the design. So they're told, you know, find the water main is where it is.
Thank you so much.
Well, thanks for coming out.
Yeah, we're glad you're here.
Yeah.